There's something strange happening to a lot of people right now. And the weirdest part is, most of them haven't noticed it yet. They still go to work, they still talk to friends, they still listen to music, they still scroll, laugh, eat, travel, and live their lives. At least on the surface. But underneath all of that, something feels different. Maybe you felt it too. A song comes on that used to mean everything to you. You listen to it, and nothing happens. You spend time with people you genuinely care about. You laugh together. You create memories. And a few days later, those moments already feel distant. You finally get a free afternoon. No obligations, no pressure. And instead of enjoying it, you feel restless, like something is missing, like you should be doing something else. And if any of that sounds familiar, there's a reason. But before we get there, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you felt completely present? Not entertained, not distracted, not stimulated. Present. The kind of moment where you weren't thinking about the next thing. You weren't checking your phone. You weren't documenting it. You were just there. For most people, that question is surprisingly difficult to answer. And that should probably concern us more than it does. Because being alive and feeling alive are not the same thing. You can wake up every day, go through every routine, accomplish everything you're supposed to accomplish, and still feel strangely disconnected from your own life. Not sad, not depressed, just distant. Like you're watching your life happen instead of actually experiencing it. And here's what makes this so dangerous. It doesn't happen suddenly. Nobody wakes up one morning and says, I think I've stopped feeling fully alive. It happens gradually. So gradually that you adapt to it. You stop noticing. You accept it as normal. Until one day, you realize months have passed. Maybe years. And you can't remember much of them. Not because nothing happened, because very little actually stayed with you. Think about that for a second. How many moments have you lived through recently without truly experiencing them? How many conversations happened while part of your attention was somewhere else? How many sunsets became background scenery? How many meals disappeared while your eyes were on a screen? How many songs finished playing before you even realized they started? This isn't about phones, at least not entirely. It's about attention. Because attention is where life happens. Whatever receives your attention becomes your reality. And over time, something changed. Our attention became fragmented, pulled in every direction. Every notification, every endless feed, every interruption. Small on their own, powerful together. Because they slowly train your brain to expect constant stimulation, constant novelty, constant movement. And when that becomes normal, stillness starts feeling uncomfortable. Silence starts feeling uncomfortable. Being alone with your own thoughts starts feeling uncomfortable. So what do? We reach for something. Anything. A screen, a video, a message, a distraction. Not because we need it, because we've forgotten what it feels like not to need it. And that's where the real loss begins. Because some of the most important parts of being human only exist in silence. Reflection, meaning, the ability to hear yourself. Those things don't arrive when your attention is divided. They arrive when there's space. Space we've slowly removed from our lives. And maybe that's why so many people feel exhausted despite being constantly entertained. Because entertainment and fulfillment are not the same thing. One keeps you occupied. The other makes you feel alive. And somewhere along the way, many people accidentally traded one for the other. And here's the scary part. The problem isn't that you're wasting time. The problem is that one day you'll look back
and realize entire years passed while your mind was somewhere else, not fully here.
Not fully present. Not fully alive. Now, here's the hopeful part. The feeling isn't gone. You didn't lose it forever. The ability to feel deeply is still there. It's just buried underneath the noise. And every once in a while, you catch a glimpse of it. Maybe during a conversation. Maybe while watching the sky. Maybe during a moment you never planned. For a few seconds, everything feels real again. You feel present, connected, alive. And then it disappears. But those moments matter because they prove something important. You haven't lost yourself. You've just been distracted from yourself. And that's a very different problem. The solution isn't becoming perfect. It isn't deleting everything. It isn't disappearing from the world.
It's simply creating enough space to hear yourself again. Enough space to notice life while it's happening. Enough space to actually be where you are. Because at the end of the day, most people aren't searching for more stimulation. They're searching for the feeling they had before everything became noise. And maybe that's the feeling you've been missing too. If you're still watching, comment one word: alive. Not because I asked, because maybe this is the first time today you've stopped and noticed yourself. And if you want to understand why modern life feels the way it does, and how to reconnect with the parts of yourself that get lost in the noise, subscribe. Because the next video explores something almost everyone experiences, without realizing it's quietly changing who they are.